young Spanish winger on the way to Manchester United. But let me ask a question for you. As long as there is a Mason Greenwood, why another player? Why another winger? Why another young talent? We have Mason Greenwood. If you know the answer, write me in the comment. Why we search for another winger when we have this much good talent like Garnacho or Mason Greenwood? And his name is Ansu Fati. He is mentioned as one of Manchester United transfer targets in the summer. Ansu Fati, the newest player who has been linked to Manchester United, the 20-year-old Spanish winger. He can also play in three positions. He can play as a striker, he can play as a CF or center forward, and also he has the ability to play as a right winger. He has had a serious injury problems and missed almost the entire 2020-2021 season, as well as the last half of the season. He has scored 3 goals in 20 games so far this season. He has been on the bench for most of the games and came on as a substitute. But you know, Xavi preferred to play Rafinha and Dembele to Ansu Fati. But every time I search for him, for his name and his situation, he's injured, and he's an injury person, we can say, like Anthony Martial, and his situation is not good. His body health is not good enough for playing in Premier League, a very tough league for this type of players. And according to the Spanish journalist, United is willing to pay more than 75 million euros. No, I disagree. 75 million for Ansu Fati when we have Elanga, when we have Garnacho, when we have Mason Greenwood, is not reasonable, guys. I think it's a false story about Ansu Fati for this start to Barcelona, and Barca is ready to sell him. Obviously, they are ready to sell him for 75 million because he is always injured, and 75 million is too much for Ansu Fati. The report also states that the Spanish club hopes that Fati will shine in the rest of the season to increase his value. Wow, more than 75 million for Ansu Fati. I disagree with this news, and I think it's a false information for Ansu Fati. When we have Garnacho and players like Marcus Rashford, Mason Greenwood and Elanga, Ansu is not a reasonable target for Erik ten Hag and Manchester United. What's your opinion, guys? Let's comment for me. I hope you enjoy from this video.